program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Happy Sunday, everybody. We are out here at Risi Pizzeria. There is no Mike Case at this table, you guys. Did you guys notice no Michael this morning?
Thought something was missing.
Yeah.
I'm to disappoint everyone.
But we have Jeremy from the Youngstown Pizza Reviews. Jeremy, if people for our audience that maybe are not aware of what a cool, awesome guy this is, that's why I figured we would do this with Joe, because Joe, people like Jeremy and his daughter, like, they came here one time, and what happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a profound effect on local businesses. I know not just myself, the other pizza shops, we appreciate you immensely. Your reach is amazing, and what it does for us is it keeps us running on all cylinders. We really do.
And that's honestly what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's where it went from just something doing with my daughter to when it turned into something like that. So much more. When hearing stories like that from local pizza shop owners like you, that means the world to us.
Yeah, we got to meet him when you visited Sunrise Inn, and I'm going to bring that up because you gave Sunrise Inn a great score, but his was just as good.
Yeah, two of the top in the entire country. And I've been around the world, I've been around the country. It holds up with anything you've ever had in any state in this country.
Right, those two places, and that's why we're here now today. And I know Grace isn't here. But,
She isn't, she's back at college, but...
Right, but like the pizza that you guys have talked about on the Facebook page, the things that you think people are just gravitating to like crazy, Joe, what are they? And Jeremy, what did you see when you came? Like, what did you guys try?
So, the first thing we ever tried with Joe was when he was out of his food truck, which is parked outside, and that was your New York style, which was killer. We loved it. I remember saying, I can't believe this is from a food truck. I didn't think food this good came out of a food truck. I remember saying that. And then he moved into this spot, and we tried his Roman style, and then we tried his Youngstown style. And I feel like every time I come here, I like up his score. It's like gets better every time we come here. So I don't know where your ranking is. We haven't done our rankings, but you're safely, I think, in the top 10, like probably even higher than that. Yeah.
A lot of the comments that I've seen, at least on your page and even on your page too, Joe, is about the dough.
Yep.
So take me through the dough. Tell everybody what it is that you think sets you guys apart from everybody else. I mean, it's obvious. The ingredients are fantastic, but the dough, people go crazy.
Yeah, the dough is very special. It comes, the flour itself is imported from Italy. The process that we use on our Roman style dough, and as well as on our Youngstown style dough, is a 72-hour ferment. So from the time you mix it to the time you could cook it, cut it, do anything with it, it's 72 hours. But you have to touch it every day and do something with it. Talk nice to it. Pull it out of the cooler.
Yeah, probably the best dough I've ever had. That's the truth. It really is.
For you to say that, Jeremy, I mean, that's a huge testament to you. I really can't believe it. It's a statement, but it goes beyond pizza here. I know we're talking about the pizza like crazy. We're gonna get to, obviously the cannolis are done here, right? He does a wonderful hot pepper that is on the white pizza. Take me through like a few of the top sandwiches that we could reference, and then we're gonna get to some Easter stuff and so much more to get through. And a special story about you, and I think people will be you too, you'll be blown away when you hear some of this stuff, which is amazing.
So our meatball sandwich, it's a killer. We featured that one time, and it's been blowing up. Our Milanese, which is a chicken cutlet with arugula, roasted tomatoes, and then a balsamic drizzle on it. Our guys are constantly going through cases of chicken in the back. What other sandwiches? I mean, the toasted Italiano is another big one, but we also have a deli sandwich in our deli that you can grab.
Grab and go is big too. Wonderful salads.
Huge. Our grab and go, people stop in all the time. Take food home for dinner. Take food home for their families. I mean, it's it's fun to be able to feed people, give them good food, quality food, let them take it. Because I've always looked at this place as just an extension of my own dining room. So
Well, I think we're all just glad to be at the table.
100%.
Right? Just to be invited.
100%. I remember when you said we were going to be here. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Well, we're certainly glad to have you guys. And guess what? Not only are we talking about some of the best pizza, but we're also talking about some of the best personalities on radio. Like the radio guys from this town are amazing, and they're back. There's going to be a brand new ESPN sports radio station, and we have an inside look with the best of the best.
Oh, I am. I can't wait. Yeah, I am. I can't wait. Yeah, because I never thought we'd get another chance to do this.
That's Ron Fantone and John Batcho behind the microphones and on the airwaves once again, doing their brand new sports and infotainment show on a newly formatted radio station, ESPN 94.7, a new endeavor for a couple of old colleagues.
And Bruce Birch, who you know. Bruce did talk radio WBCB for a number of years, connected with the Cavs, traveling all across the country, got a hold of me. Batch, I have an incredible opportunity for you. We want you to come back and do this. It's a station that's going to go all sports.
ESPN 94.7 FM, Mahoning Valley sports leader. Here's Mr. Sports and Ron Fantone.
Ron, I am so excited about this morning show today. We have got so much going on. We're going to talk about the Cavs.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the Cleveland Browns, what they're going to do in the draft. They have the number 2 overall pick. Will they trade down? We'll talk about that. We're also going to give advice to the lovelorn. If you're a troubled couple, between our 6 divorces,
We have 6 divorces.
Ron and I are going to tell you what you should have not done.
Who
at
better?
that point.
Who better to
We are
give
the
you
best. We're the Mickey Rooneys of the local radio.
Seriously, so many divorces, so many exes.
Now we have that opportunity given to us, and it's before us. And it's really funny, Mike, because it was at a point where I'd all but given up that this possibility existed, and here it is. And now I'm almost like, I don't know if it's surrealism or what's going on inside me. I just have a different feeling about it.
So John chose Ron to get it going. And believe it or not, this master plan was hatched years ago.
Pretty much what Ron had talked about, or we had discussed. I thought the options were extremely limited with so much syndication going on today. And then the local shows that do remain are so corporate controlled. They tell you what to say, when to say it.
So while it's rare to get an opportunity like this, especially at an advanced age, it's even more rare that the people give you a blank canvas to do whatever you want.
It's incredible. I mean, the freedom, you don't get that. To be told, just do what you do. If that's not the ultimate form of respect based upon, past production and the things I've done, my God, then what is?
So they'll lean on what they know: sports, life, humor, countless rock stars, and listener involvement.
We're not just going to talk sports. There's going to be a lot of humor there. There's going to be, at times, music, depending on, we just have a free hand, so it's going to be wide open.
I hope with the humor aspect of it, we can capture some of the younger demographics as well. But I think that we're going to skew retro. I think you'll see with a lot of my guests and what I'm going to do. Listen, one of my philosophies in here, if I know you and I feel that you can add value to my show, I want you on the show. And it's a local show. I'm going to bring you aboard. I can find some value.
Doing what they love and using the experience to make it flourish, and showing the community how important local radio really is.
I've talked to former proteges and mentors and everything, and they think it's just completely wide open. People want that. I don't want to hear a show out of Chicago. I don't give a damn what people in Chicago are doing or Los Angeles. It's easy to do. What's going on in Boardman?
And another thing, local radio is pretty much, that's it. And the beauty of this is we have no competition. There's no one around here that's going to be doing what we're doing. Mm-hmm. And word of mouth, I think it's going to be hugely successful. I really do.
We like to see people getting back into where they're supposed to be, right?
100%.
We do. We like that. And we have to mention the reason that Jeremy is here is because Michael, who did such a wonderful job with that story, is on a world family tour, Jeremy.
World tour.
He's a world tour. He literally went from California to Florida. I'm not even kidding you. In 2 days or something, right, Ron? insanity. So we're hoping that he's traveling safely. We're going to take a time out here at Risi Pizzeria, which is technically not open on a Sunday, so just come on Monday. And then you will never even guess what Mark Canzonetta is making in this kitchen coming up next.
I don't even want to try to guess.
It's swordfish.
See, I'm not a big seafood person.
No, you're not a seafood guy?
I know a lot of people that love swordfish.
This is wild. Just wait.
Okay.
All right.
Spring is finally here, and now is the perfect time to stop in to Aunt Julie's Farm Market in Canfield. We've got gorgeous spring flowers, perennials, and tropical plants to make your yard and home more beautiful. Plus, our garden center has seeds, planters, fertilizers, and everything else you need for a super summer harvest. We're open daily from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and follow us on Facebook for all of our specials. Aunt Julie's Farm Market in Canfield, where keeping it local means keeping it fresh.
We have such a legacy, created such a legacy here in the Valley, and we're very well respected by numerous manufacturers in the industry. We're a leader in our industry, and I want to continue that. We want to continue that, and we want to take it to the next level. Whatever that level may be, we're ready for it.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
Your eyes are two of the most important parts of your body, so it's best to take care of them. Optical Solutions in the Austintown Plaza offers comprehensive eye exams, medical eye care, LASIK and cataract evaluation, and more. Contact lenses in all types, plus eyewear from budget to designer frames. Optical Solutions is your complete eye care destination. Covered by most insurance carriers, contact Optical Solutions today to make your appointment. 330-797-8780.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight with our special guest co-host, Jeremy from Youngstown Pizza Reviews.
Special, I don't know if I'd go that far.
I would absolutely say that. For people that don't follow Youngstown Pizza Reviews on Facebook, he and his daughter, you guys started during COVID, and you guys have done great things for local shops, including this one, which is why I figured if Michael's on vacation,
perfect,
you can come hang out with us,
perfect.
Right?
Absolutely.
Right.
And we're not the only ones. You guys, when you guys do for small businesses,
well,
it's unmatched in my opinion. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Right? But it takes more of that. Right. So anyway, guess Mark is making swordfish. Okay. The guys have wanted Braciole for weeks, but it's Lent. So of course Mark, you know, he's like brilliant with everything. Goes, I'm gonna make swordfish Braciole. And this is his version. He says it, I'm not good at it.
How does he think of these things?
I don't know, it's gorgeous. And
I follow his social media and I'm like, who thinks of that? And it works, it seems like.
Watch this.
Hey, Lauren.
Pesto's Test Kitchen.
We're back.
Casa di Canzonetta spring is in the air.
I know this. What a not snowy winter per se, but
hard
winter.
It's such a terrible.
Yeah, it was like a Russian winter. It's like we were in the gulag.
It reminds us why sometimes people migrate south for the Ohio winters. But you and I, we stayed. We were here coming up with great things.
Great
with
things.
These people.
I did escape for 7 days, but I'm allowed.
That's it. And you are back, and I am so
We're
glad.
back, and spring is amongst us. Lent is amongst us. The Lent season. Ron and team over at Bliss Marketing has been bugging me left and right for Braciole. And I've been saying I want to do Braciole, and I love Braciole. One of the first things my grandfather, Fred, taught me how to make. So we're going to do seafood Braciole. We're going to do swordfish Braciole.
Swordfish Braciole. Okay,
yes.
So this is keeping everybody happy, including my team. So thank you for dealing with all of the crazy opinions that come from on the other side of the camera. But all right.
So it's a very Sicilian dish. Ray Mancini would love it.
He would. There are lots of people that I think that would love this. My mom, when I saw the picture of the finished product, I was like, she's going to try to make this because it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. So it's called Involtini di Pesce a Spada, which means rolled fish. So we're going to do a take on Braciole, but we're going to use swordfish steaks. So you can see we have this beautiful loin of swordfish that just came in. I had our chef Alan kind of cut it into pieces for me, and we're just going to pound it out a little bit so we can roll and stuff it. Just pretend that is a cut of beef that you would have had from your butcher, and we're going to roll, and then we're going to pound this thin a little bit, and then we're going to roll and stuff it. So it's similar in name and in what it is. Yes, the process. So just pound it out. You don't want to go too heavy when you pound out any fish. Swordfish is one of the ones you can pound out very easily. But you wouldn't want to use cod for this because cod would break apart because it's such a flaky fish.
So you're using a more steak-like meat?
Yes, yes, you could do this with tuna as well. So now we have those beautiful swordfish steaks. We're going to season it, of course, because they don't season themselves. A little bit of salt. I always use sea salt, kosher salt, sea salt are great. Some fresh ground black pepper. Then I'm going to put down some toasted breadcrumbs. So I toast these breadcrumbs in a little bit of butter, a little bit of olive oil. I have some lemon zest in here, some fresh chopped parsley, and a little bit of pepper. And we're just going to put some breadcrumbs down because everybody's version of braciole was a little bit different growing up. This was my grandma's version of braciole, and she actually put eggs in her braciole. So we're going to put these breadcrumbs down. And since it's from Sicily, we have the whole agrodolce thing. We're going to put some golden raisins, or called sultanas, because we want that kind of agrodolce kind of flavor to go with this. So we want sweet, salty, and savory.
So cool. Wait till you guys see Lauren.
And then a little bit of pine nuts. Love some pine nuts in here. Now this is one of those dishes where I hate to say it, everybody. No fish. I mean, no cheese with the fish. This is one of those dishes. I know everybody in this valley is crazy about cheese on fish, but we just don't do this. I'm using roasted garlic instead of raw garlic.
Okay.
A little bit less in pungency. It's got a nice little soft, sweet flavor. And that looks great, doesn't it?
It really does.
So we're just gonna roll these up now.
You make it look so easy, Mark.
Well, you know what? It's not that bad. So that looks great, doesn't it? We have one done.
So pretty.
You get all those great flavors in there. Sweet, salty, savory. When we have the other one rolled up, now we're just going to secure those like my grandfather would have done with some toothpicks, but except I have some shortened skewers. We're just going to secure that down like this. And you can do these as big or small as you want. These are big. This would be like for my restaurant portion down here at Casa de Canzonetta.
Are these going to be on the menu?
They are going to be on the menu. The second part of Lent. So we are going to, again, you have to season, just like you season the outside, you got to season the inside, you got to season the outside. Salt, pepper. And then when we come back, we're going to pan saute those and then braise them at the same time.
So pretty. I was like all caught up in like how gorgeous. How come salt even looks good? I just don't understand. Like even your salt looks better than like salt.
Funny story. This morning I was making oatmeal, and my wife has this Celtic salt for whatever holistic stuff she does it for, and she put it by my sugar up in the cabinet. So in the oatmeal today we had Celtic salt oatmeal.
Here, but at least it's the best salt ever. Of course.
It was a shock to the system, yes.
Terrible. Did you just spit it out?
Of course I spit it out. So we will be back and we're going to be sauteing and we're going to be pan braising at the same time.
Don't put me in charge of the salt.
In today's fast-changing real estate market, you need access to the right information to make smart choices. I invest in real estate all over the country, and I rely on smart agents who know their local market inside and out. In the Mahoning Valley, I work with Kelly Warren. She guarantees to sell your home at a price and a deadline you agree to, or she'll buy it. She can also give you an instant cash offer. Go to kellysoldit.com and find out how Kelly and her team can start working for you.
Come on. Come on. Before I switched to Brightspeed fiber internet, things like slow speeds and random dead spots really brought out the troll in me. I mean, I spent hours causing trouble. But then I switched to Brightspeed's fast, reliable fiber internet, and the rest is sunshine and unicorns. Looks amazing, Barbara.
Ultra-fast, Brightspeed fiber internet. Switch to the bright side.
You heard it was a hit. You heard it was a smash. A wonder. A phenomenon. An international sensation. But you haven't heard them.
Wednesday, May 14th at Powers Auditorium.
best time today, Mark.
I love it. And we're sauteing, and we're going to be sauteing.
We're cooking
we have this, the Braciole, yep. We're gonna lay down some extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just gonna put a pat of butter in there because I wanna make that nice. And I love the contrasting flavors. Then we're gonna put down the side that we want to show on the plate is the side we're gonna saute. Wow. So we're putting that pretty side down first. And look at that. Smell that butter. Starting to smell the fish, all those beautiful spices.
Gorgeous.
But when you're sauteing, if you don't hear this sound right here, that sizzle, you're not sauteing. And you certainly don't want to steam, especially fish. Okay?
All right, so that is not too hot. Because
not too hot.
Am I burning it?
Yes. So unlike traditional Braciole that you're going to cook for a couple hours, this is only going to take a little while to cook, and that's all we want to do. So now we got that nice sear on the one side. We're going to turn it over, beautiful golden brown.
So great.
Look at how gorgeous that looks. We're going to add some capers, the unflowered bud of Mediterranean pine bush. I'm going to add some sweet red peppers, baby sweet red peppers that I love.
So gorgeous.
A squeeze of lemon juice. We're going to add some of this beautiful Grillo wine from Sicily, one of my favorites. And this is going to be the braising part. So it's going to kind of steam and braise at the same time. Of course, we're going to add a luxurious amount of butter to make that beautiful butter sauce. And then we're going to finish with some parsley in a little bit when we come back.
I love it. I
Doesn't that?
love it.
I mean, smell that. It just smells amazing.
Safety is our top priority at Barina's Automotive Center when we're taking care of your vehicle. We invest in the latest equipment to service the newest makes and models and keep our team's education up to date on the latest skills and techniques. At Barina's, we provide a free digital vehicle safety inspection so you can actually see what we see and understand our recommendations. Barina's Automotive Center on Robbins Avenue in Niles. Call 330-652-AUTO today and get your car back on the road safe and sound.
Angels for Animals' gigantic garage sale is April 21st through the 23rd at the fairgrounds. Incredible buys, great food, and raffles. For more information or to donate items or volunteer, visit angelsforanimals.org.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seats for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
As you can see, the sauce is now reducing down all those flavors together. You have rosemary, you have the capers, you have lemon juice, you have the white wine. We're just basting that fish a little bit. Just a quick pan saute and then a pan braise. We're going to take the fish out.
It really just...
put it on the plate, and then I'm going to take these skewers out because we don't want anybody to bite the skewers. Again, look at how beautiful that looks. Yeah. Then we're going to bring back those breadcrumbs because I love to put, and this in Italian is called panagrato. I love to put a little bit of panagrato right on top because I love the extra texture from the breadcrumbs. Very old school Italian because the Italians, as we both and all know, never wasted a thing. Now the sauce with the capers and the peppers.
Oh, gorgeous.
Just amazing. I'm gonna get in your space a little bit there.
Okay.
But what a beautiful dish.
Gorgeous.
And then just a little bit of chopped parsley on top to finish. And there you have a Sicilian Imbultini di pesce Espadia, or what I call Swordfish Braciole.
Swordfish Braciole. You have done it again, Mark. That is
I haven't done it. The Italians did it. I'm just copying.
Pretty. All right,
give it a bite.
we're gonna give
See
it a
how you feel about that. I love swordfish. It's a very meaty fish.
Yeah.
It's got a great texture, great flavor, and it's a reasonably priced fish for fish today because, as you know, as is everything, is super expensive today.
Expensive, but if you're gonna go out to eat, this is how I feel anyway. If you're gonna go out to eat something like this.
Right.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It's different and it's remarkable.
Well, I don't know that yet. We're going to give it a taste and see. I think it's all those words. It's really good.
Absolutely all of those words. It is my job to come up with those words, but
It's perfect Sicilian dish because it's got agrodolce, which is sweet, salty, savory, all the components of that. The peppers, the pine nuts, the breadcrumbs, the panagrato, everything.
We'll get this tonight, right?
they can get it tonight.
This is
because we have 3 more weeks of Lent left after this airs, right? Because Lent's over the day before my birthday, April 17th.
Oh, happy almost birthday tomorrow.
Keep eating.
It's so good.
And you need some wine with that.
I don't even need anything with this. This is amazing.
But this is we like to do, I mean, I love that it's Lent. The Valley takes such pride. Every grocery store, every bar, every gas station, every restaurant has fried fish features. Every church, God bless all the churches in the Valley that have fried fish. We do things just a little bit differently, so if you like things a little different.
We had the walleye on the show just a couple of weeks
ago. The walleye was amazing, and it still is. We sell out every time.
Yeah.
We sell out every time. The walleye is just an amazing fish. This is remarkable, though. Grazie.
So good.
All right, until you see us again.
I know you're not the fish guy, but like
I will try it. I will try that.
It's more like a steak-like fish.
Yeah, it looks insanely good.
He's so good. He's so good. All right, we're gonna take a quick break out here at Risi Pizzeria. They open on Monday, so this was nice of them to like hang out with us on Sunday.
Right? Exactly.
Jeremy, thank you for being here.
Oh, 100%. I would never turn down an offer like this. This is awesome.
We're gonna take a time out, and then on the other side of the break, we are going to take you to a place called Banner Supply.
It's been a while. I grew up in Austintown. We used to go there quite a bit, but it's been a while since I've been there.
Wait till you see what they do, like behind the scenes. It's cool, and the whole story. Love it. We'll be right back.
ESPN Mahoning Valley 94.7 FM and 1330 AM. Sports, talk, music, and more for the Valley.
Whether it's dinner out with friends and family or your next catered event, Rachel's Restaurant in Austintown always makes it special and delicious. Award-winning cuisine, relaxing atmosphere, and so much more. Rachel's Restaurant, Austintown.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make. Only A to Z.com.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight. Jeremy, my co-host, while Michael is traveling all over the country to try and see all kinds of family, which we love that for him, right?
I'm not my case. I'm trying.
You're doing a good job. All right, this is one of those moments that in my career, Jeremy, of telling stories, these are the ones that, are not told enough about what kind of businesses are creating things, making sure that things get built here in the Valley. And our friends from Juggenheimer Industrial Supplies, they are the ones who also felt that way. And so we have joined forces to be able to tell stories that are built strong here in the Valley.
Well, our success was during my lifetime was with my brother and I working. We worked 7 days a week. And even towards the nights, we loaded the trucks ourselves. We did a lot of things by ourselves. We had to.
It's safe to say Richard Abel, president of Banner Supply, is the definition of success. He came from it.
Well, the business actually started in 1926 when my grandfather completed the construction of our current building.
He helped to continue to build it.
After my father passed away, my brother and I took over the business. We both had graduated from the University of Notre Dame and had done other things. My brother was a Marine in Vietnam. And so we ran the business for a long period of time together. My brother's name was Edward, and he was a very popular person in town.
And Richard sees it continuing into the future.
Then when my brother passed away a few years ago, my son and his children have come to work here.
plus a son-in-law too, who Richard said, quote, was lucky enough to marry his wonderful daughter. Richard is the leader of the Banner Supply legacy, 99 years of legacy to be exact. His success is defined by a family who has embraced change from the very beginning. Richie Abel is part of the 6th generation here at Banner Supply.
So the business was started by my grandfather's grandfather back in 1926. So he owned a small town bank over in Newcastle, and the Banner Mahoning Furnace Company went bankrupt to him. So the first generation of this was us as a dealer of furnace parts. Eventually, the manufacturer, which was next door to us, went bankrupt as well, and we took them over, so we were a dealer manufacturer. And we also sold some roofing and miscellaneous stuff.
The Abel family made bold moves generation after generation to ensure success.
But we've all been able to adjust. It's always have to be flexible because we were a supplier to the mills. When they closed, we had some very tough years.
And then innovation proved to be on their side. A conveyor truck changed the business for good.
Shortly after that, they invented a machine that would put roofing on the roof. The installer would not have to carry the shingles anymore. So we were the first ones to buy a conveyor truck, and that really made our business. And at that point, we expanded into branches, for example, into Cleveland, and then later we were using the same equipment in Warren. The Warren location's been operating since the late 40s.
Beyond the Youngstown and Warren locations, Banner Supply also has locations in Cleveland, Akron, and Greensburg, PA. In 2009, fire destroyed the Youngstown facility, but the family decided to rebuild for the sake of the future.
My grandchildren are my life, and I'm very happy with all of them.
Now, the Youngstown location and its 750,000 square feet of storage space is the hub for anything and everything related to building any kind of structure.
Today, every generation has had to change and adjust. We've gotten into many other products beyond heating and roofing. We sell decking, we sell lumber, we sell dumpsters and siding, windows, gutter, full service building material distribution, pretty much anything you need on the outside of your house. There's probably not a building in Mahoning County without something from us.
And the us is, of course, the Abel family, but also the team they have built over the years. Richie's sister Raquel just recently moved back to the area because of what this place represents. And Jared, well, he's that lucky son-in-law that Richard recruited to take care of the IT department.
As much as we're a family business, a lot of our employees have been here for a long time, so they end up becoming family. And then also, a lot of times their kids or their friends end up working here. So there's a lot of different kinds of generations here as well, besides our own.
We have good employee retention. People have worked here a long time. We have people work here 20, 30 years. Their children work here. Our employees' children work here. It's a good environment to work in. I feel that's a compliment to us when employees' children work here. They like their job, they like coming to work, and then they want their children to work here as well.
So if you're a contractor or a DIYer, Banner Supply probably has exactly what you need in any color you want. They are part of a buying group that gives them the chance to offer you the very best price. And when you visit, someone will be ready to greet you with a smile and a story maybe about Edward, the Abel whose warmth and humor has been able to live on for generations to come.
My great uncle really made this business what it is. He was like the most social person you would have ever met. To this day, almost every day, someone comes in and tells a story about him, and that memory lives on.
So yeah, that conveyor truck that they had. Sorry, I was keeping him from eating with all this talking. How is it?
Unbelievable.
It is so good. The white pizza, those hot peppers. But really, at Banner Supply, that one truck changed everything for them. And to have a company 99 years,
that's insane.
It is insane. And
Like you drive by these places all the time, and I don't think a lot of times you realize how long they've been there. 100 years?
100 years.
Crazy.
And how many times they've had to change. We love that. So congratulations to them. And, you know, thank you to our friends at Juggenheimer Industrial Supplies. And also thank you to Brightspeed, because this next one at the Medici, did I get it right, Ron? I feel like I've been saying it wrong for years. The Medici Museum.
Yeah, I've never heard of this place.
What?
It's crazy. You told me about it a little bit. Tell the people.
If you have not been inside this museum, and if you're one of them, we need to maybe like do that as a story, because a first-time visitor at this place for this exhibit, which is all about Star Wars and Star Trek and like Men in Black, it's mind-blowing. All right, Michael did a really nice job with this.
Lauren, you might remember Valley Spotlight was the first program to actually show you John Zabrocki's collection. It was hidden away in a warehouse, dusty, dirty, but it had to be taken to a special place and cleaned up. And Katelyn Russo's here, the executive director of Medici Museum of Art. Wow, this place really came to life, didn't it?
It really did. We were able to transform the entire museum.
How did it come about in the first place?
So Beth Carmichael actually connected Megan Reed, who runs the Trumbull County Historical Society.
Yeah.
We got together, and I know Megan was looking for a place to display the props. So the fun began. We went to the warehouse, started looking at each prop, breaking it down by each, film that you see here, and magic happened.
I'm telling you, who designed all of it and made it like pop out and stuff?
So Alex Jesko is our curator here. He and I worked together with Mike from Impressions Media to kind of lay out each prop and then go through the imagery of each film to do like the floor to ceiling vinyls you're gonna see, the signage that's behind us. A lot of people don't realize that designing an exhibition is art in itself. It's not straightforward like a 2D display of a painting hanging on the wall. So we filtered the lights, we created sound. There's a soundtrack that plays with all the hits from every film. And then we worked with the imagery to make the prop the work of art that you see, and with all the signage and the information text on the wall.
Right, and if you're not familiar with John Zabrocki, local guy who started a company called Modern Props and built these props to be in the background of famous movies and shows. You started with Blade Runner. Tell people why.
So John was instrumental in film because in being local, we were so excited to celebrate him. But he's a brilliant person to talk to, and collaborating with him was just such a treat. Blade Runner was the first film we wanted because that has influenced the way people have seen the future through that sci-fi film, and just how innovative John's designs and ideas were through the props. That was instrumental in transforming sci-fi film. So that's the first film you see, and then behind us are props from all the superheroes movies.
Yes,
Here there's a picture of John with the Hulk.
Right. If you like the old TV shows like the Hulk and Star Trek, this is for you.
Absolutely.
If you like the movies like Men in Black and Blade Runner and RoboCop and things like that, this is for you too.
Check it out. And if you're an artist, come check out this exhibit. It's amazing to see how John started an entire career in the movie industry, and who knew, there's so much artistry behind each prop.
And with John being from Warren and the community of Warren and Medici here in Warren, how important has it that the community's kind of embraced this place?
It's been amazing to see the attendance. There's been an increase in attendance with everyone visiting from all over. It's kind of an economic driver to bring people here, so this has become a tourist attraction, and we couldn't be more grateful to have their support. And having an exhibit like this, trickles into supporting other companies and businesses that help put this together.
Two more questions.
Yes.
One's about this. If people come in, are they allowed to touch the equipment?
Yes,
the
it's
rule?
inevitable. I mean, obviously, we don't want to damage anything, but it's inevitable. People are going to interact with the props. As you see behind us, the Orbitron here, there are some interactive elements to the exhibit, which makes it fun for kids.
Take pictures.
Oh, absolutely.
All that good
Take
stuff.
pictures.
Okay.
You're allowed to interact.
And my last question, we special bonus exhibit in the back from a world-renowned artist. Please tell me about that, because this is really cool stuff.
So we're really lucky to have the work of Alex Garant. She's from Canada, and she is instrumental in the contemporary art scene as a painter. She's known as the Queen of Double Eyes. So there's a glitch art happening within her portrait paintings. So you're gonna see the double eye effect. You may get a little dizzy, but it's her talent is
That's
unmatched.
really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And as they say on TV, limited time only.
Yes, so her exhibit is up until April 5th, and you could catch the sci-fi exhibition will be on display until June 28th.
Okay, so hours of the museum from when people want to come.
So we are open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 to 4, and also by appointment outside of the hours. And we're accepting school tours. We've had over a couple hundred kids come through the doors.
I bet they're just amazed.
Yeah,
I bet they just love it.
Oh, they love it. And we put together projects, so it's a really interactive exhibit for families.
All right, Katelyn, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You got to come check out this place, especially if you're a fan of the sci-fi and, of course, the great exhibit in the back.
Scan the on-screen QR code to see if Brightspeed is available in your area.
All right, how do you say it?
Medici.
The Medici Museum. He knows how to do it.
It's the only reason she brought me. I know it. It's fine.
You're hired. Michael's gone, you're hired. And I know you like pizza.
Yes.
So, you want to take a quick break?
Let's do it.
We're going to hang out with Kelly Warren after that, okay?
And I'm gonna eat some more pizza.
Me too. This New York style.
Briar Hill?
It is.
So
That's where
good.
it's at. That's like their #1 seller. Briar Hill. Fred, have you even had that one yet?
So good.
For nearly 80 years, Cafe 422 has been the Valley's premier destination for steaks, seafood, and fine Italian cuisine. Join us at Cafe 422 for lunch, dinner, and all of your special occasions. Cafe 422 in Warren and Boardman.
Angels for Animals gigantic garage sale is April 21st through the 23rd at the fairgrounds. Incredible buys, great food, and raffles. For more information or to donate items or volunteer, visit angelsforanimals.org.
Welcome back to Risi Pizzeria, formerly Napa Grocery, right?
I can't take my eyes off those cannoli. It's hard to hear you, Lauren, when I'm looking at those.
Right, this is
unbelievable
Joe's
cannolis.
favorite. So do you want,
I'm not a big cherry guy. This is what I've been looking at.
This is
What
the
is
one?
that?
Oh,
That
well,
is-
then you grab it.
My God.
I don't know. I don't know well. I don't know
even know what it
well
is,
enough
but
to like mess up here.
It looks like it might be pistachios.
I think it's pistachio.
I'm down with that.
All right. Cheers. You know where these would be delicious?
Where?
In this backyard that Kelly Warren and I had a chance to go visit.
Okay.
I would eat cannolis and then I would go swimming. That's what I would do. I'm going to invite you to the next party.
Yeah, there's snow on the ground, and you're talking about swimming. I like the way you think that.
I like that. The sun is back, and I forgot my sunglasses inside. And this one, you are so prepared on this beautiful home advantage with Kelly Warren Associates.
Thanks again.
Hi, Cal.
Hi.
This is something.
Yes.
We were talking about this place in Austintown, and if it's gone and you're watching the show and you're like, man, why do they keep talking about these great houses and they're gone already? This is your chance to build some ideas.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous.
And hire a buyer's agent so you can get to those houses first before they're sold.
Fast.
Yeah.
Fast, because the second that they go, places like this that have everything that you want. Take us through what everybody wants.
Well, so outdoor living, I feel like, is a huge thing that we all want in Ohio. And especially this time of year, we're like craving it. We've been trapped inside all winter. So here we've got a deck, we've got a patio, we've got the pool, we've got the shed, we've got the fenced-in yard, we've got everything. But I figured we could give a little where we're all at this time of year as homeowners and sellers.
Where are we? Are we a mess?
Well, yeah, you know, I mean,
It's usually a
we're
mess.
ready for spring.
Yeah.
So it's time to get outside and do a little bit of that outdoor cleanup and setup so that you can enjoy the full season. And if you're buying right now, then you're getting in time to do that and enjoy the whole season yourself, you know.
And if you're looking to sell, a little cleanup goes a long way, right?
It sure does.
Like-
yeah, get the space ready. And even if you don't have your outside spaces ready,
This seller was able to provide me with some photos that she took last year of all the areas set up, so you can really see what the house looks like in its prime.
That's what it's all about, but you have to have vision, and I think with a place like this, you have to have vision for like 1 second, like I said. But
I mean, we all love to cook on the grill and eat outside and soak in some sun, and this is like an entertainment home because then you've got the pool parties and you've got room for multiple seating areas and
huge pool too.
All the kids in the neighborhood are want to come hang out at your house.
Yes, so look out and just turn off all the lights if you're not home, right? They won't come in.
No neighbor kids.
But her lights are always on. And she's always picking up the phone. Give them the phone number. KellySold.com is the easiest place.
Yep, 330-717-2689.
Kelly, you're looking good in your sunglasses.
Thanks.
As long as I can see you.
We're there.
Thank you. I know. There she is. Beautiful mamacita. See, I would want to eat cannolis in that backyard and swim. That's what I would like to do.
Just say the word, I'll be there.
These are delicious, by the way.
They're so good. I've had cannoli in New York City, Chicago, and these are just as good, if not better.
I agree.
So good.
They have everything done like perfect.
I don't know where he found these recipes or how
I don't
he came
either,
up.
but
They're just so good.
It's amazing. All right, stick around. We'll be right back.
Our customers are always part of the equation of everything we try to do. We don't have a Hillcrest label that we're trying to push on you. We don't have stockholders we're trying to make profit for. There's no out-of-state corporate office. The competitive advantage for Hillcrest over our national competition really is sustainable pricing, number one, the service, and caring about what the customer needs, not our agenda. It's tough to get off course when that's your focus.
Out here at Risi Pizzeria.
It's just food heaven.
It is. It is. And I feel like you and I and even Joe, we don't go way back, right?
No, not at all.
We don't. This is not, right. Yeah. This is not some like 10-year, we've been friends forever. People that are good and wonderful at what they do, and showcasing great food is one thing. But sometimes the people behind the food is really the story, Joe.
That's my favorite part of doing this. It's one thing when the food's great, but when the people doing it are just as good, that just takes it to the next level.
And we have never done this on this show, but we're going to give you a little bit more insight as to who Joe Risi is and why. The food is one thing, but the guy, the story, it's another, okay?
I'm so excited to hear the story.
At Risi Pizzeria and Italian Cuisine in Canfield, the pizza, the sandwiches, everything on the menu might very well be the best thing you've ever tasted.
That's really what it's all about. That's the food brings people together.
And yet, after seeing this story, it might be the very last thing on your mind. You see, Joe Risi, the owner who never stops learning or improving or caring, was once a very long way from here. He was in his early 20s, he was a business owner, a husband and a father, and he was out of control.
I used to say, one with the bottom of the barrel. I was one with the bottom of the barrel.
Drugs and alcohol were at the center of that barrel.
One thing led to another. I think it was less than a year we were done. We had to shut down the door. I had to leave town. I was in a bad way, really bad way. Got a job working for a local company, not food related, and the one manager there was a pastor, and he would pull me aside and talk to me all the time, and I'm like, okay, man, yeah, whatever. He was younger than me. I didn't give him that much credence.
Joe's poor decisions continued, and he lost that job too.
I was really in a bad place mentally, spiritually. I was broke, and started doing some more drugs, and I ended up losing my job there. Should have went to jail, should have went to prison, but the owners of that company, they got together and they talked with my brother, and they said, hey, tell him if he goes to a recovery program, and particularly Teen Challenge, that we won't press charges. I didn't want to go to jail.
The only problem was that Teen Challenge was in Michigan. Joe was in so much trouble with the law that he had to stay local.
They sent me to the rescue mission in Newcastle, and they had a program there called True Life Men's Ministry. And that's where I ended up staying. I was only supposed to stay for the 10 months, then get a job, and go back, integrate back into society.
He had lost everything at this point: his business, his family, his reputation, and what could have felt like a 10-month prison sentence turned into a 4-year experience that was freeing, to say the very least.
The day that my program was over, I remember talking to the pastor and saying, hey, today's my 10th month. I'm not in a hurry to leave. I'm not trying to run out of here. Just letting you know. And he looked at me and he said, that's crazy. And I said, why? And he says, because the guy who runs the kitchen just quit. And he says, you don't have to do this as a full-time job, but if you're interested, maybe help us out for the meantime, if you want to run the kitchen. And so I got to work there at the Mission in Newcastle and run the kitchen there. And it was a really cool, it was an amazing time of my life. It really was.
Today, we see Joe in a different kitchen, his kitchen, surrounded by the family he almost lost and the family he and his wife, Amy, have built over the last 2 decades.
Lots of love, lots of love. When my wife and I got married, we had 6 boys. And so it was a lot of yelling and boy stuff. Dinner time was crazy, but love was, it was huge. The kids love each other today. They still get together when we still get together and everybody's there. It's like they're 12 years old again. And
Joe's team is full of family and people who now feel like family. The brand and the pizza that started with his food truck now has a firm foundation in Canfield.
I'm amazed at the staff that I have. Some of them some of them were here when we purchased all the equipment and everything. They're fantastic. My family has stepped in, and I have a lot of my sons working here. And then we have other staff members too that have come on, people that I've known for years. Just how the process has been an amazing walk. It's just been like it's ordained.
And as you marvel at Joe's practically perfect food, never forget the path it took to get here. Sometimes we all need to take a moment to marvel at the imperfections too.
People would never know.
No, it's I look at it like the building. If you drove by that building, it's drab, nothing spectacular, not a lot of, it's just not a beautiful building. But it's like a clamshell. You see a clamshell, it's like, oh, that's pretty, but not really. They're kind of ugly, they're drab colors. But if you crack it open and you have a pearl inside, how much worth is that pearl? And what was going on inside that rescue mission, when you got people that are busted. And by the same token, you form that pearl by a little grain of sand that gets in there and irritates that clam. And it's all those irritations in your life that if you allow them to, if you just give up, if you just surrender and you just legitimately give up control and just watch what can happen in the right circumstances with the right leading, what can happen in your life. It could be an amazing life.
You, my friend, like what, right?
Star of the show.
For good reason, and you deserve every single second of it, all right? Sometimes I feel like people that have come back for something, like maybe you feel like you don't deserve something. You deserve every single minute of good because you're fantastic from start to finish, and like that's amazing, right? And the food is one thing, right, Jeremy? But
food is one thing, like I said, when the people behind the scenes match how good the food is, that's where it takes on a whole other level of awesomeness.
Oh, we're blessed.
And you have a great team too.
We have a wonderful team.
You do, and it starts with you, but like you do, your brother-in-law, everybody who's behind the counter here.
Yeah,
and
fantastic.
Joe, your story is one that I feel like should be like just scream it from the rooftops and like let people that know that there's hope, and when you're good, there's room, right? There's room.
Oh,
I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you uncomfortable, but I just anyway. Amazing food, amazing people, and Jeremy, thank you for being a part of this show with Michael not being here.
Yeah, this is great. Mike, anytime you want to take a vacation, I got you covered.
Well, all right. If I had to ask you your favorite pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask you that? I've never asked him that.
I've never asked him that.
I don't think I've ever asked him.
New York cheese.
The New York cheese is your favorite.
Hands down. Hands down. It's my imprint from when I was probably like 7 or 8 years old. I loved it. I fell in love with it then. There was a place in the mall you could go to and get your pizza there. It was called Capri Pizza.
I don't remember that.
It was years ago. I remember only going in a couple times, but there was this old guy stood in the background and he would make his pizza. That was the flavor that I went for, and I absolutely loved it. And so ever since then, it's been
trying to find it. And when you found it, you were like, "This is it."
This is it. Yeah. The ingredients: the sauce, the cheese, the dough.
That's the number one.
It's the simplest thing.
So the hot pepper and the sausage is your favorite.
Sausage, that and the pepperoni of his Roman. That's my 2 favorites here. His margarita's good. Like, I could just keep going. His margarita's good. There's so many.
I also noticed, Joe, the people on your Facebook page, they love this mushroom pizza.
Yeah.
So what do you think the secret is to that? Because when I say they love it, like they love it.
So once again, it's the simplicity of letting simple things just, you match it together. The mascarpone that is infused with truffle oil. Then you've got the top quality mozzarella, top quality pecorino, and then the mushrooms that we saute off in-house on top of that beautiful dough.
It's a winner.
Love it.
It is a winner. All right, you guys are doing Easter to-go orders, right?
Yeah.
So
you can start calling in now. Or we posted our menu online a couple days back.
Yep.
On Facebook, I should say.
Yes.
We do have flyers coming, but there's everything from trays of lasagna, either late eggplant, cheese, or a bolognese. They could pick them up Saturday before Easter. We've got fantastic Easter breads, with or without anise, with or without raisins. They're here. If you want to stop in and sample some, we've got some to sample right now. They're not going to last long once we start sampling them. Once I start sampling them, they're not going to last long. So, but yeah.
Lots of good stuff coming. And Jeremy, is there anything that you want to share? You always are doing something fun in the community. You're doing all kinds of great things. Anything coming up on your agenda?
In the near future, just a couple more review videos with Gracie away. We have a couple special guests coming in the passenger seat to take over Gracie's role. I keep asking Miss Lauren here.
I know.
Maybe soon.
We're so busy, right? I feel like I can't. Yes, I will. I would love to. I would love to.
There's
I will
a spot
do it
for you anytime.
Thank you. That's very kind. So that's exciting. So follow them on Youngstown Pizza Reviews on Facebook. Follow Joe on Facebook. And you know what? Thank you to Steelite for making this possible for us to, hang out with these wonderful restaurants. Michael, we'll see you next time. You did awesome. You are one of my favorite people. And thank you, everybody, for watching Valley Spotlight.
See ya.
I heard you're still carrying out pan pizza from other joints, so I determined to see how come.
The crust is so much droopy-doo.
My new Deep Panda Go's got more cheese, but it don't droop. I bake my crust to an Epicurean savoriness that stays light inside, crispy out. New chunky sauce profusions of toppings and 2 layers of mozzarella. Why don't you carry one out so you can take it to your former joint? Show 'em how it's done.
Godfather's Pizza, new Deep and to go.
Try it.
This is WYTV, your 24-hour news source.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.